Yeah, it's looking like they're really sticking with what they have done before, though. They are running the Roadhog again. They are running Symmetra on defense, Kinnel on Zenyatta. So really, SG-1 sticking with what has worked for them.
Yeah, sticking with their guns, Pumpu and Mafu. I don't think they even have any other heroes in the game. Somehow those other heroes are locked out because they're only playing Reaper and McCree. But we see that with a lot of people who are very comfortable on their DPS classes. If I don't have to switch off of a Reaper or a McCree, I'm not going to, that sort of thing. They are going to run the Symmetra again. Symmetra has had good value for both teams in this tournament so far. So we're going to see if she gets her teleporter up. That's always the big question. The reinforcements. And also, these sentries have done so much work just zoning out because it's such a pain for the other team to deal with. It really kind of drains their resources that should be going towards a fight.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what are your predictions for this game? Right now, I feel like after the last game, even though SG-1 looked good against G2, I feel like this might be Flat Earth series. I don't know.
Yeah, they looked really good. I mean, I was surprised SG-1 beat G2. I thought G2 was really good. And then we see Flat Earth beat SG-1. So where do you put them? Are they better than G2? I don't know. But after that performance on Hollywood, it's really hard to say that SG-1 is going to be able to win it. Though they could switch things up and surprise me. Right now, I think it's Flat Earth to lose.
Yeah, Flat Earth, again, they've looked really strong, and we'll see what they do on this first push. They have Drakeus, not on Reinhardt here, actually on Winston, so a little bit interesting. A lot of times you do have Reinhardt v. Reinhardt, but they opting for the little bit more aggressive tank, but he is taken out immediately by Himsy. Nice hook, and that is going to really stifle this first push coming out from Flat Earth.
Yeah, Mafu gets a kill on Lynx too, and Lynx did so much work on Reapers last round that's a huge kill. Although Mafu does get taken down by the Lucio spam. Definitely some better trades for SG-1 right now in a pretty good position. They stifled that first quasi push, and it looks like they're going to be able to hold this defense and get that teleport up shortly.
Oh, McCree able to get away from the hook. I think that was sort of an error on SG-1's part. That should be a dead McCree. McCree, though, able to get out. Here comes Winston. Winston charging in. McCree goes down to a Symmetra orb. So, again, SG-1 holding pretty strong here.
Yeah, it looks good. That teleporter is up. The ultimate is going to go down. The teleporter is going to be able to reinforce very quickly. The Reaper, though, gets in the back line for Flat Earth. He is back there. Oh, Reinhardt does spot him out, but I think he's just going to try to Wraith form and take out this teleporter. Yep, he does.
Yeah, we have a little bit of unforced transcendence there. Lucio is going to go down to a hook. Himsy being pretty relentless thus far early in this match.
Yeah, but I think it was a really smart move by Lynx to just get to that backline and take down the teleporter. It's such a strong ultimate.
And they have Transcendence still here. He's going to Transcendence. That's going to keep people alive. And here comes Flat Earth. Off the power of Transcendence, they're pushing in our tier with 2 quick picks. And yes, that's going to do it for them. The teleporter is down. There is no hope. Flat Earth going to take point A relatively quickly here.
A phenomenal Transcendence coming out from Vonethil that absolutely saved Lynx's life after he had gotten hooked, and that means that their Reaper is up, and with Death Blossom as they push through, they have Death Blossom and Graviton Surge ready. Deadeye could even follow those up, so definitely the ultimate advantage on Flat Earth right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So, time added onto the clock for Flat Earth, and Flat Earth they're making good time here. I mean, they didn't take point A as well as they probably could have in some cases, but it still was a very respectable time.
Yeah, it still was taken pretty quickly. Now, we've seen other teams take it immediately, but that's a pretty respectable time, and now they're in really good position. The Graviton Surge comes off.
Yeah, Graviton Surge gets a lot of people outside are able to get one, and look at the Deadeye coming up from our tier, killing so many people. Pumpu is going in the back for a Death Blossom, but he's probably just going to get crunched, and that is exactly what happens. Luckily for him, he didn't lose too much. I'll charge off that Death Blossom, but...
Yeah, everyone hit Q there. The offensive Death Blossom, offensive Deadeye, offensive Graviton Surge, and now Drakeus has his Earth Shatter up, which has been one of the most impactful ultimates in this set so far.
And look at how far up they are, giving so much space to the payload, and the payload is just going to cruise to the next checkpoint.
We're going to get that point unless the defense takes a really aggressive stance here, and it looks like they do want to stall out the cart.
Earth Shatter does go down, only hits the Reinhardt, and he's going to go down, so Drakeus not getting the value he was looking for there, and here comes SG-1 looking to clean them up, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Really smart. I like that they didn't let them get that point there. It's a pivotal point in the game as far as setting times and where the map ends up going, so really smart defense, and now they're taking a really aggressive defensive stance. Good patience there, waiting till they were ready on defense to actually fight.
Yep, and take a look at it again. We see, again, on the defensive side, they're willing to go very far up and sort of make them go through the alley, even though the payload is way behind them.
Yeah, they're not utilizing any sort of flanks here. The Reaper was toying with the idea, but it looks like they just want to break down the front door. Kinnel all alone watching that left flank, which is pretty smart. Offensive Transcendence and Speed Burst, oh my god.
Transcendence, we've been seeing him used so effectively on offense. Both Transcendences being used for both teams here, sort of evening the playing field. Death Blossom comes down towards the end, and that is going to be a key part in letting SG-1 wipe out most of Flat Earth here, and Flat Earth is just going to have to go back and try again.
Yeah, I'm going to give some credit to Zappos on his Lucio here. He took out Artier before the fight even began, and that's kind of a one-on-one that you don't expect to see, but Lucio alive, killing pretty much one of the best sources of damage from Team Flat Earth, really helped him save that fight.
Well, the thing about Lucio is that, again, it's easy to underestimate at times, but if he gets headshots on his main gun, he can really burst people down. You don't want to give Lucio that opening.
Yeah, Artier learned that the hard way. A hook goes down, Hims hits this hook, but it's on a Winston. Does get the kill eventually, though, so they're going to be at the early advantage if this fight comes down.
Yeah, watching Mafu, a little bit uncharacteristic, misses his right clicks and the flashbang, and that could cost him a little bit here, but only Artier getting picks. Artier is going to go down, so no harm, no foul.
Yeah,
Flat Earth going to get pushed back yet again, and really this is a little bit painful for Flat Earth in terms of times here, because they're very close to saying a very dominant 0.2 time. They're still having to spawn way, way far back, and more importantly is that if we go to tiebreakers here, really SG-1 is buying themselves a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, SG-1 at this point is trying to mount a defense so that it stops right here. All the ultimates come in offensively. Offensive Death Bloom gets boosted in. He gets hooked out and killed immediately, but the Earth Shatter with the follow-up, everyone is shielded.
Artier with the follow-up, doing a lot of work, banning the hammer, taking out 2 people, close to getting a third, does get the third. And, what's it called? Roadhog going to go down as well. So Artier picking up 4 kills there. Good cleanup. And they are going to get to the next payload and add another 2 minutes onto the clock.
Yeah, it's super aggressive ultimates used there on offense. I love the speed burst and Death Blossom that we've seen so many times. It allows that Reaper to get behind shields, which he did there and clean up, and then the follow-up of an Earth Shatter into High Noon. There's just too much to deal with.
Again, here comes the Speed Boost Transcendence. We've seen this a lot. This is like one of the more common combos in the past week. You see Speed Boost Transcendence. What an Earth Shatter. Knocks down 4 people from Hawks. And Pumpu able to clean up with 2 kills going off of that initiation.
Yeah, with both tanks down, Flat Earth can't imagine trying to push this. And they're just trying to do some poke damage now. They're going to have to wait and reform. You cannot push in without your tanks.
Definitely not. And take a look at Pumpu here. Pumpu does have Death Blossom, not any flanking position, but really the way they've been running it here with Speed Boost, you don't even need a flank. You just rush straight in and hit Q.
No, holding the high ground is Lynx right now.
And here he goes. There it is right there. Rush in, hit Q, but he's a little bit low and not quite the effectiveness they were looking for.
Yeah, both sound barriers are going to come off now, and it's kind of just getting really scrappy down there. But Flat Earth is losing players left and right. There goes their Lucio, their Zarya. The only one up now is Lynx and Artier. Both have their ultimates up, but with no support for them, I think they're just going to have to wait and regroup. 3 minutes to get this to last.
Yep, so Artier right now is able to pick off Himsy as Himsy takes out Lynx. Lynx with the switch up to Genji, so he hasn't been Genji for most of this game. He was on Reaper, so deciding to say, you know what, we're going to go Genji.
Yeah, I imagine they're going to kind of take their time on this push here, just knowing that all they want to do is get it to last and have faith in their defense to be able to prevent the other team from getting to last. So I don't think we're going to see any panic ultimates.
Oh, the Graviton Surge with the Dragon Blade, slicing and dicing as he goes in. Artier able to get up 2 kills. Dragon Blade adding supporting damage. This is looking pretty good for Flat Earth if they can avoid extra deaths here. Reinhardt versus Reinhardt going on, and Flat Earth just wiped the board in that engagement.
Yeah, not quite over yet as the spawns are coming up. They are going to be able to stall it out a little bit at least, unless they get cleaned up. The Roadhog goes down, and wow, they are zoning out so well on this cart. Zappos is the only one left. He's going to get pushed off the cart.
It's a 6v3 right now. They need to get kills right now if they want to push him off the point. They are so close. And there you have it. They complete the map.
7:54, the unofficial time.
We'll find out in a moment. And what was play of the game? Zenyatta.
We saw so many
get more
Zenyatta this game, yeah.
I feel like you get more Zenyatta plays of the game than anything else.
Definitely last week we did. Yesterday I think was a Genji play of the game day.
Yeah, that is true. I guess it alternates between them. Both part of the Genyatta combos, you like to say.
Well, I mean, it's fun to say. Genyatta. But really, really strong offense there. Ends up putting a pretty respectable time up 7:54 on Kings Row offense. And like I said, I think they were just, once they got past the second point, they weren't really necessarily worried about the time. I think after the defensive performance on Hollywood, they felt that they'll probably be able to stop them, or at least that's the feeling they have on Kings Row. So they wanted to just make sure that they finished the map and didn't want to do anything to throw away a chance of a push, rather do one good coordinated push and finish to the map end. And that's what Flat Earth did.
So SG-1, this is a pretty beatable time of 7:54. They do have that capability, but they need to be on point, and Flat Earth showed that they have a very shutdown defense on Hollywood, so I don't think it's going to be easy for SG-1 here.
No, not at all. After SG-1 just was unable to take Hollywood's first point, they have to find some sort of new strategy here. Luckily, they have experience on this map from their previous sets in today's tournament, but we'll see if they bring out a strong offense. 8 minutes is, you know, it's middle of the pack, but it's a pretty decent time. They can't really get stalled out more than once in any specific point, so they have to come out strong and get a couple kills early and maybe try to prevent Vonethil from getting his teleporter up.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw the teleporter used to very, very great effect back on SG-1's Hollywood defense, so it's definitely a key part of their defense. I feel like it's sort of a difference you see between NA and EU. NA, not the most hype on Symmetra in a lot of cases, but plenty of EU teams sort of following the example set by Melty back in Beta 1 and liking the Symmetra on defense.
Yeah, absolutely. And what Flat Earth did to deal with that Symmetra was they just sent Lynx back there. They had him teleport, they had him Wraith form, and only go to deal with the teleporter as soon as they knew it was up. Now, he gave his life for it, but was able to get the teleporter down in the back lines. It's going to be interesting to see if Punpu does the same strategy to try to deal with that teleporter once it goes up. But granted, it is giving up a life of your Reaper to go do, but it is that important that your team can't reinforce.
Yep. So, game is going to be starting in 10 seconds. SG-1 fighting for their tournament lives here. Flat Earth trying to advance the finals of the Game On Cup. 5 seconds, and here we go, Hex.
Yeah, pretty standard composition for the most part. Again, we're going to try to keep an eye on the Symmetra, see if you got. They're holding very far forward here. All these Symmetra turrets are very far forward. We don't often see teams try to hold at this wall.
Yeah, definitely not. But in they come off the speed boost, very aggressive. Hawk's able to take out Drakeus early on. That is very nice coming out from SG-1. Let's see if they can add on to it. Lynx, though, able to get a pick, getting taken out by Pumpu. So really getting scrappy back and forth. R-Tier, though, able to sort of work the cleanup here. And it does look like we're going to have a hold by Flat Earth.
Yeah, but I imagine you will not see Flat Earth holding up at this wall again. That really opened them up to flanks on the left side, and it really cost them a first couple kills. So I think they're going to hold a little further back now. That was super aggressive. There are some turrets still up here, but I really doubt that they're going to try to hold that aggressive position again. It almost cost them the point.
Yeah, one thing to note, though, is that they do have the teleporter up now, so their defense for this next point is going to be very much bolstered. We do have a Deadeye coming from R-Tier. Lots of people getting hit by that. With one outright kill, and look at R-Tier. R-Tier picking up 2 quick kills. And his McCree, I mean, we've talked about Mafu's McCree being on point, but look at R-Tier, man, picking up a triple kill on this defense.
Yeah, that's 6 dead. The defense is looking really strong right now. They've got everything going for it. Teleporters up. Sentries are in solid position. Vonethil doing spam. Everyone's got shields, too. And one of the most underrated aspects of the Symmetra kit is everyone gets an extra 50 HP, and those shields heal over time.
I feel like their regen rate got buffed too between Beta 1 and Beta 2.
Yeah, the shields absolutely got an improvement, and they can be healed by healers as well.
Yeah, so it's really, really good coming that. 250 HP McCree, not to be underestimated. Here comes Reaper coming from the back, going to eat the flashbang, and down he goes. R-Tier again, really just sort of being the rock for the Flat Earth defense thus far.
Yeah, really the only one getting kills on SG right now is Mafu. They really need Himsy and Hawks to start stepping up their games to play to the level that we've seen them play at. Hawks with a kill, everybody's trading. We need to start getting trades which benefit SG-1 if they want to take this point. 3 minutes left. It seems like a very long 3 minutes, and also the overall map clock is ticking as well.
Yep, and R-Tier about to have Deadeye up again. So really, you look at the overall map clock, you look at this is a pretty good defense. Graviton Surge is down, and R-Tier just staying in the back, dealing with this Enraged Monkey, but I do like the positioning that SG-1 has on this. This is their most promising push yet.
Yeah, but what that Graviton Surge did, it wasn't supposed to set up kills, it was supposed to hold back the offensive ultimates, which it did. There was Roadhog's ultimate was going down during that. They had all their ultimates up and wasted them.
Lynx coming in with the kills, and he didn't have to use his Death Blossom. He still has it up for the next defensive hold.
That was such a cool defensive Graviton Surge. She said, you can use your ultimates, just use them over there. And just all those ultimates were wasted, having almost no effect on the fight at all.
Really, really nice stuff coming out from Flat Earth. And they are, if they keep holding like this, they are on the verge of going to the finals.
Yeah, R-Tier gets his Deadeye off, but Mafu follows the zone, and now they finally have a window. They've cleaned up some kills. The teleporter is back up, though. There is a secondary teleporter. It's above the point. I don't know if they're going to be able to reinforce in time to spam it out.
It's going to be close. Symmetra herself is going to have to run on top of the point just to delay a little bit.
Yeah,
we do see Reaper coming back.
Earth Shatter. Really nice.
Yeah, Earth Shatter is down. There was a Sound Barrier down, but hey, look at Flat Earth. They're getting back on this point.
That teleporter gets prioritized and finally destroyed, but at this point it's taken way too long to take. Primal Rage eventually comes off. He should be able to knock people off the point. They should finally secure it, but almost a full defense there.
Yeah, and not only that, if you look at the time that's left, SG-1 only with 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to get through the rest of King's Row. That is a beatable time, but man, that is not ideal in the least.
It's beatable, but difficult. We just saw Vonethil suicide into the team. I'm not sure exactly what she was doing. I imagine it's
probably just switching off Symmetra. Yeah, there it is. Onto the Zenyatta. I mean, I guess it's quicker than running back to base.
Yeah, I would have been nice if she found a ledge to jump off, though, so she didn't buff the other team's ultimates. But that is a small price to pay, I suppose. Just, you know, those are next level strats.
Yep, so taking a look at Lucio Kawa, about to have Sound Barrier. You got to think he's going to use it for this next defensive hold. Lynx now on the Genji, working on sort of harassing from the back. So we're going to have Sound Barrier, and maybe Dragon Blade is not up, so we're not going to see that sort of combo, but Sound Barrier about to be dropped any moment.
Now we have Deadeyes up for both sides, but they do have that Sound Barrier advantage defensively, and they're going to use it right now.
Yep, Sound Barrier is out. R-Tier wasn't able to get it, though. He's actually sort of under fire from a Winston in the back. A little bit of, I feel like Flat Earth was a little bit split in that point.
Offense looking really good now. They're riding the momentum. They're barely losing any players. They're just bullying them back.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that the Sound Barrier only, I think, hit one extra person. They weren't grouped for it, and I feel like their coordination was all out of sync.
Yeah, Himsy with a couple really nice kills on Zarya. I like this switch off on his Zarya. His Roadhog days are a little bit over. He wasn't hitting the hooks, and it wasn't as effective versus this composition. The Zarya is giving his assassins that extra shield and actually doing a fair bit of damage himself.
So 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. This is now a very beatable time after a very respectable hold from Flat Earth on point A. They just did nothing for point B, and Himsy charged up, has Graviton Surge up, but no! He gets charged down by Drakius, and Lynx with the 3-person Dragon Blade. Well played by Lynx. And we might have just gotten ourselves another Genji play of the game.
Yeah, that's one way to stop a defense, is kill absolutely everyone. They do have some time left, and they did hold a couple ultimates. Both Earth Shatters are up, but the Sound Barrier is up for SG-1. It's going to give them an advantage, but they're going to have to try to deal with Lynx, who's just spamming them out with Genji.
And the Genji play is very much on point right now. And he's not going to have Dragon Blade up for a little bit, but Drakius does have Earth Shatter, and he's hit some really good Earth Shatters today, Hex.
Yeah, his Earth Shatters pretty much won them Hollywood. Of course, everyone else contributed, but they're the plays of the game by far. We're going to see when these ultimates want to come down, because Hawks has hit Earth Shatters of his own today, too.
Yeah, both teams positioning on the point. And, you know, Flat Earth has to be careful because one bad wipe here and that could be the game. They want to keep holding. Hawks does commit the Earth Shatter. Transcendence, though, helping keep them alive as Lynx gets in on the back line.
Yeah, but Primal Rage is coming off. He's going to cause a lot of chaos back to these supports. He does get discorded, but he is causing so much disruption back there. Although Hawks now caught out alone, and those Discord orbs absolutely melted both tanks. Back on the cart, there are some people putting pressure, but they're going to get chased out. Yeah,
and Genji now on the chase down. Pretty good hold coming out from Flat Earth there. What sort of happened is that even though they were sort of pushing up, Genji was still able to send the payload and stop them from getting additional payload progress.
Yeah, the tanks both went in really deep, and they tried to get some kills and cause some disruption. The Sound Barrier went off defensively, which helped them stay alive. The supports in the back, and then the Discord orb just absolutely melted the tanks.
Both Reinhardts already have Earth Shatter up again, so really charging very fast with good contribution from both Reinhardts in the last fight. And again, it might just come down to the Earth Shatters, and Earth Shatter there, Hawks with a much better Earth Shatter. to start that out, and Mafu able to get up 2 kills off of it. This is going really well for SG-1 to start out, but again, Lynx in the backfield trying to do a little bit of work.
They do have some room to push the cart though now, and the cart is moving rather quickly. The Soldier 76 switch up is nice. They're only running 1 support now.
We're at the do or die time though. There's only 25 seconds left. If they get wiped here, this could very well be game for Flat Earth.
Yeah, not a whole lot left for SG-1 to push in here. They only have 3 heroes up and none of them with ultimates. They're going to desperately try to throw out the cart, but that might just be it.
There's only 10 seconds left, Tex. I'm pretty sure that's game. Yep, GGs are being called by SG-1. Flat Earth will advance to the game on finals, so wow, I mean, I'm not sure if this is an upset per se, but this is a very unpredictable bracket, if nothing
tournament's
else.
been absolutely crazy. We thought G2 was coming in. They G2 played well. SG-1 with a crazy upset with some real, like a 6 set. It's one of the sets I'd recommend people watch VODs of. That was really amazing. Then Flat Earth, we'd known a little bit about them. We'd seen a little bit of their play. We weren't super impressed. Didn't think they might be able to topple SG-1, but they showed they could beat SG-1. So just the European scene developing right before our eyes. This bracket has been insane, and I wonder if Reunited even made it to the finals on the other side of the bracket.
Yeah, I mean, now at this point, it's like, it's going to say Reunited's knocked out. Okay. Not saying that happened, but I wouldn't be surprised. Exactly.